The towel gave up, sis. The towel said no. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, and we are back for another detangle and talk. So the detangle part, I am using the Curl Keeper Flexi brush. I will link this below, but I will also link a cheaper one. It's called the Philips Flex brush. It's the exact same brush, so I will link both of them if you're interested. And then the conditioner that's in my hair is actually a treatment. It's the Pattern Treatment Mask. I don't have a video on this. I don't intend to make a video on it, so we'll get a brief little thing here. If you've never seen it before, it looks like this. It's the texture of like a styling custard. However, it foams like a shampoo. And when I'm done detangling my hair, I'm gonna have to hit my hair with a conditioner because that's what it do. Like, it's super slippery for detangling, but you're gonna need to condition your hair after you finish using this particular product. I'm just saying. So the talk part that I kind of want to talk about today is I wanted to talk about hair problems, issues that people have with their hair. First of all, look. If you ask most naturals to tell you their greatest struggle with their hair, right? Or their biggest problem with their hair, most naturals can probably give you a laundry list. A laundry list. In fact, I was on that Mahogany Curls Facebook group. The group is kind of gone to dust, honestly. Like, it's mostly people promoting their YouTube videos, which I don't think that's a really effective way to promote YouTube videos. I do want to talk more about YouTube on my channel in the future, but yeah, just posting your cold posting your video in a group, girl, I never click. But anyway, so that's what on there someone posted, and they were like, what is your biggest problem with your hair, or something like that, where people were supposed to say what they struggled with their hair. And people were naming all kinds of stuff, y'all, like giving a full shopping list worth of problems that they have with their hair. And I replied. I did, just because it was just, you know, it was such a discussion, you know what I mean? But I probably didn't, you know, I didn't go in the way other people were, because what I said was, my biggest struggle with my hair is drying it. Like, that, my friends, is the biggest problem that I have with my hair, is getting it dry. It takes a long time for me to dry my hair fully. And sometimes I just don't want to do what it takes to dry my hair. I'm like, okay, I don't want to sit underneath the hair dryer. Like, I just don't want to be here. And in fact, y'all, when I got my hair done at the hair salon recently, she was trying to do everything to dry it. Like, I was under the dryer, I was diffused, all types of stuff, and she was just like, if you have a certain length of hair, this is your plight. Deal with it. She was nicer than me, but basically it's like, deal with it. If your hair is over a certain length, this is what's gonna happen, and you kind of just have to accept that that's what it takes to dry long hair. So I bring this up because I feel that a lot of people see their hair as a problem, and as a result, the industry is circled around problems, or centered around problems. So when you go down the aisle to purchase a hair product, they're trying to sell you a problem. So it'll be like, this one's for dry hair, this one's for dull hair, this is for frizzy hair, this is for all these issues and problems related to hair. So, you know, I come down the aisle and I'm like, well, I don't really feel like I identify with any of these issues that you're trying to sell me. I don't feel like any of these are necessarily for me. So which one do I get? You know, and where's the normal shampoo or the normal conditioner? And then again, what is normal? Is it white folk normal, or is it is it textured hair normal? You know, is it normal for the person to have a greasy scalp, or normal? You know what I mean? So I sometimes feel like, well, which one do I buy? And I find that I tend to, and have in the past, just defaulted to buying the products that are for damaged hair, or buying the products for severely dehydrated hair, even though those weren't necessarily issues that I had with my personal hair. It was just like, well, that's what I should buy. that's what I should do, because it's going to give me lots of moisture and natural hair is dry or whatever. But I'm sure, you know, companies don't do things unless it's making them money. And so I'm almost certain that there's tons of people that come up in there and they're like, oh yes, my hair is dry, it's dull, it's this, it's that, this product is for me, I need to purchase it. This brush, that's the one thing holding it has always been an issue, since we're talking about issues. But then you have, not only have the hair product people realize how profitable hair problems are, but people online, people on YouTube realize how popular and how profitable hair problems are, because most of the videos on YouTube are centered around solving some sort of problem that someone has. Like, a lot of my videos that do the best in views are literally videos that are solving some sort of problem that people perceive them to have. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that with my personal philosophy on hair care, I really don't see half the stuff that natural sees a problem as a problem. Like, I am not worried about fairy knots. I'm not worried about even like a little bit of split ends. I'm not worried about that. A lot of stuff that keeps people up at night, I don't really worry about when it comes to my hair. And so I still make the videos though, because I know that at least I can get that person over here, and then I can kind of be like, but sis, here's a little information on this thing, but it's really not that big of a deal. And that's kind of the format that I take. So like, let me see. I have videos on breakage. I have videos on shed hair. And those are things that people tend to see as problems. Those videos obviously got views. And in them, I still tried to reassure people that this thing really isn't that big of a deal. It's not really that much of a problem. And as far as like alternatives to this, because I feel like it for me, because I know better, it's just too hard for me to shop based off of hair problems. It's just very difficult for me. But I'm sure a lot of people find it easy. But like a possible solution that I thought about, and there's always drawbacks to all these solutions that I thought of, I was like, maybe we could like do the products based off of people's hair properties. But then I thought to myself, you know, and not even I thought to myself, but I saw like on one of Narada's videos, he was talking about it. A lot of people don't know how to properly assess their hair. They don't really know the properties of their hair. And so that probably still wouldn't be helpful for a lot of people who are shopping. So like by properties of hair, I meant like maybe like this shampoo is for oily scalp and this one's for balanced scalp. This one's for dry scalp. So then I could easily go and select what shampoo that I needed based off of the condition of my scalp. You know, like I have a pretty normal scalp. My scalp is not dry in the least bit. And if you let it sit too long, the oil does build up, honey. And it does get nasty. But that's why I try to avoid putting stuff on my scalp. So as long as I keep my scalp clear, it's pretty normal. So it would be easy for me to select the shampoo based off that. But then, of course, you also have to put your shampoo on your hair. And so then you got the combination of the properties of the person's hair mixed with the properties of their scalp. So like I have a balanced scalp, but me and Becky probably both have a balanced scalp. So, but me and Becky don't need the same things in our hair. You know, you see where I'm going? So then it gets complicated, because we're trying to figure out, child, listen, I don't know. I really, like, I am literally thinking on the fly here. And then, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll be better, like, when it gets to the, like, conditioners and treatments and stuff, maybe be like, this is for hair that's treated, this is for virgin hair, maybe, like, my hair is easier to care for and doesn't need as much as a lot of other people's hair, because my hair I don't use heat, And I also don't have any kind of like chemical treatment on my hair. Like there's no texture looseners, there's no color, there's nothing like that that would cause me to need any kind of special treatments. Even though everyone thinks they need a special treatment right now. Like y'all, literally everybody in their mama's brand has come out with some sort of like bond repair protein something or other. And I know that it's really ironic that I am currently sitting up talking to you meanwhile using a what's this, the pattern treatment mask. But listen, I know I don't need this mask. I know I don't need this mask. My hair is healthy. So I know this mask is not going to work wonders for me because my hair is already healthy. I know that. I know that. But y'all, I just kind of just like wondering, I don't know. See, I really don't think, like, I'm wanting there to be change in this area, but I don't think the average person really cares or really wants any change. They want to believe their hair is dry and dusty, and they want to go to the store and select the products for the dry and dusty hair. Meanwhile, their hair is not the problem. Honestly, I feel like, I'm going to be bold here. 90% of naturals' problem with their hair is just a perception of their hair. Like your hair, the towel gave up, sis. The towel said no. We'll just put it back on the side. But most naturals' problem with their hair is not that their hair actually has a problem, but it's really that they perceive their hair to have a problem. And so then these brands are selling them, which these brands sounds really negative. I really don't mean that, because brands are doing what's gonna make some money, honey. And I love for somebody to make some coin. I never want to stop anybody's coin. Make them coins, brands. Sell them these bond repair treatments. Sell them all of that. Listen, because of this, that's why Curlsmith came out with that repair line, because for the longest they had that the moisture recipe and the scalp recipe. Matter of fact, I think they started with the moisture recipe because a lot of folks with texture hair feel their hair is dry. And then they went out with the scalp recipe because a lot of folks got scalp issues. Okay. Then Olaplex is out here doing things and getting popular in the streets. And they realize, oh, well, everybody wants to strengthen their hair now. Okay, so let's come out with the strength line. And the strength line just recently got some new products. So it's like they're selling to you because they know that you think you have a problem. And then there's the new Diva Curl. Okay, the new Diva Curl to come out. And not only did they reformulate and repackage all their original products from the line, but they also came out with a new line. And it was like bond repair, some kind of repair type line. And I don't remember exactly what products are in this bond repair line, but they got one. Matter of fact, I was talking about the new Diva Curl with my hairstylist, and she was like, well, I said, if I were to put this new bond repair on my hair, what's it gonna do for me? And she was like, nothing. And I was like, exactly. I don't need that. I'm sure there are people who need it, people who do have color and all this kind of stuff. But I don't need this new Diva Curl bond repair. It ain't gonna do nothing for me. My hair is healthy. I don't need no bonds repaired. Okay, and then even with Olaplex. Olaplex was over there minding their business. Olaplex was over there sitting up in the hair salon on the shelf. Olaplex was over there being used by professionals. You hear me? And your hairstylist may give you a little goodie bag when you go home to care for your hair, and it's got Olaplex in there. Really, that's what Olaplex was doing. Minding their business. And then the hair community online was like, oh, I need my bonds repaired. I need my hair fixed. And Olaplex was just sitting there, and they were like, you know what, let me get this. So folks have spent all this money in Olaplex, coins on coins on coins spent in Olaplex, and most of the folks that's using it probably don't even need it. So how is it even working wonders? Because you don't even need it. Matter of fact, I watched somebody's review, and they basically, in so many words, basically said they ain't do nothing. Or listen, the person was very nice, very professional, and they were kind of like, well, it's not a noticeable enough difference for me to really say anything. And I was thinking, of course not. Your hair is healthy. Your hair is healthy. What was you expecting it to do, sis? It's even with that too, because if you're on YouTube, y'all gotta realize a lot of these YouTubers, they got healthy hair. A lot of these YouTubers have healthy hair. So if they tell you this product did this and that other, like, were they really able even to see a difference? Like, were they? I got this one comment from somebody and I was thinking, sis is right. She right. But it was a deep conditioner video, because I really do like doing those conditioner videos. I ain't got no conditioners in my collection right now. I need to go and get some to try out, because there's always deep conditioners to try. But she commented, she was like, beautiful hair, whatever, but your hair is already conditioned. And I was thinking, true. Yes, it is. My hair is already conditioned. You are never going to see a day and night, difference with any type of deep conditioner treatment or anything on my hair, because my hair is already in good condition. You're not really, my thumb was caught in something, honey. Okay, but you're never really going to see a drastic difference, because my hair is healthy. And chances are that YouTuber that you're watching, she probably used the product that you're seeing her do a review on. She probably finishes it somewhere off camera and then goes right back to whatever she was using and whatever she was doing before that. You know what I mean? And here you are like, ooh, miracle product, when sis really didn't need a miracle to begin with. Sis didn't need a miracle to begin with. Let's tell the truth today. I'm just saying. That's why I'm already telling you, you don't need this Pattern Beauty mask. You don't need it at all. It's expensive. It's expensive, child. You don't need it. It's also marketing off of the trend of rice water, because it's got some kind of rice protein in it. It is high up on ingredients, so my hair is going to be brittle as soon as I'm done with this. But I'm going to hit it with the Garnier conditioner that I got right now. And that'll be that. But like, yeah, I'm going to link this conditioner in the description box in case you're interested in it. Or this treatment. I keep calling it conditioner. I'm going to link this treatment, but you don't need it. If your hair is not damaged and you don't have any kind of issues for real with your hair, you don't really need this treatment. It's extra money for nothing. Though I like the foam experience. I can tell y'all, if you do get it, this is only my second time using this product. The last time I used it was 3 months ago. And the next time I use it, it'll be probably 3 months from here. Like, I honestly don't need this treatment, so I'm not going to put it on my hair frequently, because I think sometimes folks cause problems because they're trying to prevent problems. And that's a word too. Because everybody feels like there's a problem with their hair. They want to use these things. That can lead to overusing these things, because people think there's a problem with their hair. And it's not. So, and then speaking of expectations, I was going back to like thinking about how they could sell the products or market them to you. And I got kind of confused and kind of just left that topic. I also was thinking, like, sometimes just because like they want to market to you based off of what they think you need and what you don't, not necessarily what you actually need for that particular concern that's on the bottle. Because the conditioner I'm going to use after this it's the Garnier conditioner I've been showing y'all, but they have a different version of it. It's like y'all saw me use the Fortify, and that's on my empties and stuff like that, right? But but they have a version of it for curly hair. I think that's what it's called, curly hair or something like that. They have a version of it for curly hair. And so I purchased it because I was like, well, let me try something new. You know what I'm saying? I bought the Fortify one like twice or whatever. Let me try something new. How different can it be? I looked at the ingredients while I was sitting on the aisle, and I thought the ingredients looked very similar. So I was just like, okay. But just like most stuff that's advertised to people with textured hair, the conditioner was thick. It was thicker than the other one, which I felt made it have just slightly less slip than the original one. And I was thinking, if I have curly hair or if I have highly textured hair, slip is what I need. I need my product to be extra slippery. I also don't want it to be super thick because I want to be able to rinse it out easily. Like, that was my biggest thing when I first started taking care of my hair myself. And I had like natural roots, at least, because I transitioned for like a year and a half, y'all. I transitioned a really long time. So don't let nobody tell you that you can't transition long term, because I did it. Period. When I cut my hair off, y'all, I had shoulder length hair, like fully extended though. Shrunken, it was like to my ears, sis. But I had shoulder length hair. Look at this, y'all. Isn't that crazy? And my hair's been mostly undefined for like the last couple of days because my hairstylist used Kinky Curly and my hair was beautiful in Florida. The second I got to Mexico, my hair was wet the entire time I was there, just because the air. Why did I have to go to Mexico? My hair was so beautiful, y'all. My hair looks so good. Shout out to Jarelli Jones at Faith and Curls, because my hair did look really good. It was really pretty. And then I went to Mexico. But anyway, so back to this curly conditioner. You know what I mean? If I have textured hair, a big issue for me is also rinsing and stuff and getting stuff out of my hair. So in fact, I don't want stuff that's too thick on my natural hair. And then I know this curly conditioner is not a styler, but I've noticed that issue with a lot of stylers. They'll tell you, okay, the styler is for kinky hair, and this is really with the kinky hair products. This is really it with the kinky products. By the way, y'all, I'm brushing the heck out of my hair because I just had it up. It's like I said, I went to Mexico, and I'm having to detangle more because I didn't wear my hair down like I normally do. It's extra work. Just wear your hair down, sis, because you got to detangle more because it's been up. But anyways, as I was saying, particularly with kinky hair stylers, it's like they throw in stuff that's just there, and you can tell that's just there to weigh the hair down. They're like, okay, so she got kinky hair. Let's throw some shea butter and some coconut oil. Things that tend to be waxy on my hair. I don't like the way they feel. I also don't like the way those things rinse either. And I feel like my curl definition don't look as good. But anyway, let's throw those things in the product for her, because we know that she just want to weigh her hair down. And so that's what we're going to serve her, is weighed down hair. And meanwhile, I'm over here trying to expect the curls to come through, trying to get some curl definition to come through. And all you trying to do is weigh my hair down. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing with stylers that are marketed towards kinky hair. That's why whenever I go and get me a new styler or whatever, and y'all know a lot of the stylers I like are from these black-owned brands, small, boutique-y, cutesy, whatever. I'll be up in there in ingredients like, let me see what this is. Because someone wanted me to try this brand. And I looked at the stylers and all the conditioners and stuff from this brand. And I'm like, all they trying to do is weigh your hair down. I'm like, this is not going to go well. And y'all, as a YouTuber, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you some behind the scenes ish right now. I usually avoid products that I know ain't gonna get like a decent review. Like if I get the impression from the ingredients list, like this review finna be trash, like I'm not gonna like this, I don't want to be in that position online. Because some of these brand owners, they are artists and they serious about their ish. You know what I mean? They're sensitive about their ish. And I don't want to be in that position of trashing their brand. So a lot of times what I do is I will avoid it if I see, like, I can tell from the ingredients this ain't finna do nothing. I don't want to be on here with a negative review, or be on here and the style doesn't come out, or be on here and any number of negative things happen. So that's usually what I do. So this particular brand, I could tell, I'm like, dang, this is gonna weigh my hair down. The style not gonna come out. I'm like, yeah, I'm not finna review this. I'm not finna even waste my coins on this because it's not gonna come out good, and I'm gonna be up on YouTube looking like who and what. Okay, y'all. You know, these are mostly just me talking out loud and randomly with it, because I'm a person that in real life I really ain't got that much to say about anything. I really don't. I really don't. I know y'all like the detangling talk, and some of the topics I was requested to talk about, I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Don't ask me to talk about relationships. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Don't ask me to talk about teaching, because I'm not someone that got much to say about that. I goes to work and I get my coin, and I do my job well enough that the people are pleased with my job, and that's it. And future goals and aspirations, I ain't got none yet. I ain't got nothing to say of value at all. You know what I mean? Even with this topic, I'm like, I don't know if I got my point across. Let me reinstate the point. The point is that folks think that they got a problem with their hair. Brands know that you think that you got a problem with your hair. So they serve you products based off of problems. And I would like to see products based off of properties, but I know that that is hard to do because people have a hard time assessing the properties of their hair. See, you see how I did that? I tied that ish up with a cute little bow. But for real, I would like to know, like, what do y'all think are possible alternatives to this? Or do you even care that brands market you based off of problems? You know, do you feel like you have the problems that they're trying to sell to you? Split end mender and stuff like that. Which, you know, child, no, ain't no split end mender finna do nothing for nobody. I don't know. I just feel like they marketing, but I don't know if they necessarily marketing to me. I don't know, honey. Listen, I think I'm less random in some of my other detangling talks, for real. So check the description box. All the information for the stuff that I use to detangle my hair will be there. And also links to that alternative brush will be there as well. Subscribe. I do post videos that are less rambly and less random every week. And I will talk to you in the next one.